Hello, tractor enthusiasts. Under the knife today, John Deere 332 Turbo, getting some much needed repairs. I assembled this tractor probably 15 years ago with the turbo, put the 2-speed in probably 20 years ago, 2-speed with diff lock. Since day one of putting that 2-speed in, it's leaked. It was a used unit. I got it dirt cheap. It actually had a crack in the bottom that I welded up, but I just think there's maybe some warpage or another crack I didn't see. So it's leaked since day one. The diff lock has been really hard to engage over the last few years. I'm thinking the dogs are probably rounded off and it just doesn't want to grab. So that's been a problem. A couple things I want to button up with the engine. Need to reroute some things with the turbo, oil return, and clean up some wiring things. Oh, and then I got this rear hydraulic outlet kit. It's actually an OEM kit for 318 and 332. I would assume it would fit the 322 as well, but that tractor came out a little later than the instructions, so it probably wasn't listed in there. So I figure while I got everything torn apart, I should put that in as well. As far as the rear end goes, I actually have a second unit here. Came out of a 420. The tractor was not running at the time I got it, but the fluid was really clean and it did not leak. And of course, as I was moving it, I bumped the clear line on the back and cracked that old dry plastic line. So now I got a nice trail of hydraulic fluid all over, but that's what oil dries for. Keep a lot of it around. So yeah, I'm gonna throw some new seals in this thing. I'll use the hydraulic pump from the tractor. It's never given me any problems. No point in pulling it out. Might as well just use it. So this one will come off. These are the 420, 430 rear axle housings and shafts. I'll take those off. I got the 300 series on there now. What that allows me to do is put the deep dish tires with the dish out. I actually have 75-pound starter weights all the way recessed in, with the 50-pounders about half recessed in, so allows me to get a ton of weight inside the wheels without it sticking out. Like I said, I did this rear end swap probably 20 years ago, so I'm gonna have to remember how to do it again, but I think it's pretty straightforward. Basically remove the 3-point hitch, disconnect all the linkages for the brakes, the hydraulic pump, hoses, the diff lock, 2-speed obviously on this one. Lift the fuel tank out of the way. I've been able to do it in the past, just swinging the tank out and setting it on like a 5-gallon bucket or something. That way you don't have to disconnect the lines or drain it or whatever. And then the pump unbolts from the drive shaft and do the hydro linkage, and then the whole thing basically just walks right back out. Keep the wheels and everything on it so it's easy to move. As long as you keep the frame at about the same height, it'll walk right out. And then get the wheels on the new one with all the new seals and the axles, and slide it right back in there. So not sure how much time it'll take, but nothing too overly complicated, just a lot of little stuff to deal with. So, and again, I've never done the rear hydraulic kit, so that'll be interesting to see how that goes. I've heard the factory ones are pretty hard to do because it's all solid line, and you got to fish it around a bunch of stuff. So hopefully having it apart will make that easier. For those that aren't familiar with this tractor, it's got an IHI, I believe it's an RHB31 turbo on it. I made the adapters, the downpipe, changed the alternator over to a 40 amp off of like a 455 or the newer X series. I had all kinds of fits with the charging system, the original charging system on these, and once you take the muffler off, you actually got room to stick this in. So had to do a little wiring change, but nothing too bad, and was able to bolt that in, so that's nice not to have to deal with the infamous 322, 330, 332 charging system woes. Beyond that, I got a boost gauge, a tiny tack for the engine. That's about it. Obviously the wheels and tires are upgraded. Got weight bracket on the front. So yeah, make sure to subscribe. I will make a couple more videos as things progress here. Maybe I'll even try to do a time lapse if I get the camera set up. Get everything rolling as far as being able to do some work. Life's always busy, so everything takes time. But yeah, if you like what you see, hit that subscribe button. Hoping to hit 4,000 this year. Made it to 3 at the end of last year, middle of December 2025, so that was cool. Figure might as well set a high goal for this year and see if we can't get there. So hope you enjoy. Like to see you later.